you've ever been involved in?
Yeah, it was mad. You couldn't predict it, but someone on Twitter went, "This is going to be like Rocky 1 sequence." This, obviously, I don't think he. I think he meant when.
Bomba.
I got up, didn't I?
Well, sorry, that was a prediction before the fight was made that you're both going to fall out of it.
No, someone's like said it's like Rocky 1.
Oh, I see.
What does he mean? Apollo Creed versus Rocky. And they both went down, didn't they? But Rocky got... Wasn't it that second one and Rocky got up?
That's right. That was on telly last night, actually. I was watching that. It's one of those movies you flick on and you think, I'll watch the end of this, just in case it's different, the ending. Can you talk us through your recollection of exactly why you both went over the top rope?
So, a long story. I was putting pressure on him, but I thought, I'm not going to do everything yet. I'm going to break young kid or pro boxing. I'll chip away. And from second round, we're breathing so heavy. He spat his gum shield out. We're holding me constantly. He was low blowing me. And he basically dragged me onto the rope and you can see him flip his head back. And why I went over, because he got me, do you know what I mean? And he flipped me onto my neck. And he were exhausted, and you could tell him with a body shot before that happened. And I could feel it really take everything out of him. And his shots was so forced. He had to put everything into his shots that last round. He was exhausted. I was quite surprised how easy it were.
So do you think he quit?
100%. He 100% quit. Of course he did.
It was convenient, I felt, because at that particular time during the fight, you were definitely starting to get the upper hand. And when you both went down, when you got up, I think that probably showed a little bit about where both your minds were in the fight. Clearly, it was a bit of a shocking thing to have gone through because, fall out of a boxing ring. It's one of those things you've got to get yourself back on your feet. You got yourself back up. But I thought the way you reacted, the way he reacted, I thought told quite a bit. And I don't know, but I thought it told me quite a bit.
I had his body on top of me, and I had the security holding me down a bit, so I would have got up faster. And do you know what it is? I don't want to be critical of the lad, but it was not nice all fight week. I saw him at airport and I nodded to him. So I'm a gentleman and I thought I'll be nice. We hadn't got to fight yet. They completely blanked me and stuff. They were wearing t-shirts saying body bag season. It was slagging my clothes off, my nose. Obviously I've got no money at the minute. Well, I didn't have. And he's got all this Louis V, and he was talking down to me, and people might have got my same clothes on what wearing. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get you. I'm going to keep calm. I'm going to show you in that ring.
Liam, let me ask you, I'm a fan of Ben's, and we've met him a few times, and I was a massive fan of Prince Nassim, and you could argue that he's based his style on Nas. He loves showboating. I didn't really see any of that in this fight, and what you've just told me about how you felt he treated you leading up to the fight, all of that, what I've just said about the showboating and how he reacted or didn't react when he saw you, did that make you even more determined to win the fight?
Yeah, more determined. My trainer, Pierce, said to me before the fight, we're in this to win it. We're in this to win it. We're going to do it. Believe you're going to do it. And Grant was saying the same. And I thought, do you know what? We're here to win. It's massive. And I believe it all what we're going on. I'm here. Give it everything. There's millions of people watching however I'm in. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give it everything. But there were a game plan to slowly break him down because I'm a strong fighter, and he was slagging me off saying I'm too small, my body's like a potato, and it's not looking good for him now. I feel like I have ruined his persona and his career. I do feel bad for him, but it's boxing, and he said he was going to make me into a meme, and now he's the meme.
Liam, it's been well documented. You have the past you've had, the checkered past. You've clearly come out of those difficult times. You've now got a young daughter, I believe. What does the future hold for you now? Because it must be one of those performances that you look at and you think that could be the defining moment in your boxing career that can move you forward. But you still got the money. You can actually now start, I think, to be attractive an opponent. Well, certainly get some.
It's a five fights this year. It's been a bit of a blast, and I'm pleased to now. Queensbury Promotions. I've never had the backing. I've never had a promoter. Do you know? And I was like, "Are you sure he wants to sign me to lead him?" They're like, "Yeah, it's done." I'm like, couldn't believe it.
We talked about this in the meeting actually this morning, the fact that you were signed, I think it was today actually, signed by Queensbury. And I'm just curious as to what difference that makes. What are the major differences that makes to a boxer with a backing like Frank Warren?
Sponsorship. I've had to do everything the hard way. Bit more backing, bit more money in fights. Boxing's hard, and to get the full power of these promoters onto me, the only way is up, and it just proves what I can be if people like this are signing me. I believe in myself, and now I can't help but believe in myself.
Let me ask you then, what's next for you? I know Jason alluded to it, but we've seen before when fights have ended in a bit of controversy. I'm thinking Froch Groves. Of course, we saw Wardley Clark at the weekend. I was there for the first one. That was a brutal fight. So there is interest in a repeat performance if the first fight ends.
Yeah.
Maybe one boxer thinks he should have won it and the other, a bit of controversy surrounding it. Do you want a rematch with Ben? Have you spoken to him or his people about you two fighting again? Hopefully going the distance or not, as the case may be?
Ben Whittaker's in a really bad position because he has to fight me again and he can't beat me. There's no way off that from saying I'm told. He cannot beat me. There's no way on this planet Earth he can ever beat me.
Okay, so do you think I'm guessing you've spoken to Frank, or maybe not, maybe it's too early, but do you think that rematch will happen?
100%.
It's got to. It's got to.
It's got to. Ben needs the rematch. I can go all different paths, obviously with Frank backing me. Yeah, he needs that rematch. There's no way out of it. The fans are going to demand it, his fans and stuff, and the internet, you know what it's like. Can be an horrible place, and it's all his followers have turned and give me the love and support.
Liam, I saw you on social media. You put up a video of the pre-match press conference that you two had. He's quite sharp the way he speaks. He's got a very high opinion of himself. And then you basically just put the video out of you in the fight. And then you also mentioned about the fact that he left in a wheelchair. What did you think when you saw him being wheeled out of the ring in the wheelchair?
Well, you've got Fraser Clark having his jaw busted. He's a true warrior. And he walked out ring. Ben Whittaker needed a wheelchair.
Did look a bit strange.
That was a bit weird. Yeah.
I have to say, it did look a little bit odd.
Liam, before I let you go, have you spoken to Ben at all since the fight?
No, I don't really have no interest in. If you can't be nice before and respectful, I don't agree with being after. I'd like to find Riyadh season. Hopefully they can have me back as well. It was an amazing time out there. The full team, what come out, it was unbelievable.
Yeah. Listen, thank you for coming on out. Are you back? Are you back home now? Are you still out there?
I'm back home now. I like home. I don't venture far.
Okay, maybe if you decide one day to venture far into our studios, we'd love to have you as a guest and have a proper sit down with you.
100%.
Okay, Liam. Listen, it was an